Hello everybody and welcome to the GKaiser Age. My name is Lucian GKaiser, and once again we're going to be taking a look at one of the Encyclopedia of Eorzea books from Square Enix's fantastic MMORPG game Final Fantasy XIV. So let's get started. This is Lucian GKaiser from the GKaiser Age, riding off into another Final Fantasy battle. Hello once again everybody, so I'm glad that you're here joining me in the GKaiser Age. Once again, we're going to go ahead and explore an Encyclopedia of Eorzea. This time it is Volume 2. Now Volume 2 here, this one actually goes through Stormsblood, and it also helps to cover the last few chapters of the Heavensward and helping to set us up for the future of Final Fantasy XIV, the next expansion. So let's go ahead and take a look at this book a little bit closer. So once again, it's got that nice gold inlay. It's got the nice embossed fox leather cover. So not a true leather, but it feels like it, and it's such a great, nice gripping feel. And then of course you got the gold inlay 2018, the year that this was released in. So I just picked this up and got it delivered to me. And of course that nice inlay of Heidelin, the Mother Crystal. Alright, and just like the other book, I absolutely love the look of the pages. They have this nice parchment look, and the wording is just fantastic. It really has that, you know, fantasy lore book kind of lore. Now this one is set up to basically go through more details for the new areas. Majority of it is of course Stormsblood based. There are a few, of course, Heavensward things still gone over that weren't cleared up in the last book, and a few other additional details and things as well. Again, I'm just going to flip through pretty quickly. I'm not going to focus on too much because I don't want to spoil anything. Now here's a really cool part that I found very awesome. The Eorzean alphabet. So now we can actually see what the lettering on everything translates to. And I'm actually ready to log back into the game underneath my character Lucian and actually go ahead and see if I can decipher some signs on some of the stores and stuff. But that'll be for another time. Maybe I'll make a video of that. But once again, we even have some dragon speak translations and everything, and talking more about the dragons themselves. And then just some more stuff about some more of the future content that you may enjoy. If you haven't already started playing Final Fantasy XIV, I highly recommend it as a fantastic and a very solid MMORPG. And this particular book does a great job of resonating with all of the lore that you would see in the game, all the different characters, all the different locations. A lot of the pictures that you'll see in here are a combination of either artwork done by the art team for the development of the game or in-game screenshots. And I'm telling you, this game is a beautiful game, just beautiful character designs and everything. As you can see, there's a ton of detail. You get some really great detail about some of the previous dungeons. Now some of these dungeons are Realm Reborn ones. Some of them are dungeons that are in the newer content that weren't covered in Volume 1. And I'm glad they did, because I was kind of concerned with Volume 1 because it did seem like there were some things that were left out. But I see that they wanted to focus on certain aspects of the history and lore from 1.0 all the way through 2.0 and beyond into 3.0. And I'm glad to see that they kind of caught up with everything. And of course, this is one of the new jobs that came out with, of course, Stormsblood. And that is of course, we got the samurai, we got the red mage as part of the new characters, or jobs I should say, sorry, jobs for the actual game. But there are some new characters that came along with them. And as you can see, a nice comprehensive look at different weapons now. This was not in the other Volume 1, so if you love weapons, Volume 2 has got you covered with several examples of different weapons from the different job classes. And you know, of course, I have to stop and take a look at one set of particular weapons that I always love to look at. And I love this armor for the Dark Knight. I'm sorry, it is literally my favorite armor in the game. Just a fantastic set, and I love it. But as you can see, there's a lot more detailed information, and of course information about some of the new races of monsters and some of the new beast races that are in there as well. And just a lot of really great detail, and I absolutely love this book so much. So definitely, if you absolutely love lore books, especially fantasy lore books, this is the kind of book that you want to get your hands on. Definitely try and grab one. You can find it on, of course, the Square Enix website. It is $49.99, not including shipping, of course, but it is well worth the price. I'm still reading through so much of this. I've had it for over a week now, and there's still so much that I'm reading through in it. So definitely a lot of information, a lot of great detail, a lot of beautiful artwork, and a lot of beautiful captures of the creatures from in the game itself, and different locations from within the game, and different weapons and items that you can get, and the different locations that you can visit or battle your way through. So if you guys love Final Fantasy XIV, you've always been interested in reading the lore in detail without having to try to skim through it in the actual game itself, I can highly recommend these books, both Volume 1 and Volume 2. I absolutely cannot wait until Volume 3 comes out, but I know that's probably not going to be until 2020 because they got to get at least enough built up to actually make another lore book. So sadly, it's going to be a long wait, but I know it's definitely going to be worth it because Square Enix and Yoshi P and his development team are doing a fantastic job at providing us a giant, beautiful, wonderful fantasy world for us to explore, for us to fight, to try and save, or maybe even sink it into darkness. Shadowbringers. Anyway, not going to get into too many spoilers. If you guys haven't played Final Fantasy XIV, definitely give it a try. There is always a free trial available. You can go to the Square Enix website for Final Fantasy XIV and look into it and see. Give it a download. It is available on PlayStation 4. It is available on PC. So you can, if you have a PC or you have a PlayStation 4 console, give it a try. Go ahead and take a ride into the world of Eorzea in Final Fantasy XIV and see if you like it. But I can guarantee if you love fantasy games and you love Final Fantasy games, you are going to absolutely love Final Fantasy XIV. But this Eorzea Encyclopedia Eorzea Volume 2 definitely lives up to the hype that was created by Volume 1. I am very happy to have it in my collection of books because as you can see, I love collecting books and lore books and everything for some of my favorite fantasy series like Persona 5, Shin Megami Tensei, Final Fantasy, of course. I can't wait to get the next Ultimania archive. Expect to see a review on that pretty soon. And of course, Hyrule Historia and a very, very rare Okami Official Complete Works book. If you can get your hands on this thing, well worth the money. I'm going to do a review of that in the future as well. But for now, I want to thank you all for joining me here in the GKaiser Age. Leave a comment down below and let me know what some of your favorite moments in Final Fantasy XIV are, or if this book got you excited and you're going to pick up a copy because of something you've seen today. And also leave me a couple of likes on here. The more likes and the more views I can get, the more I can help grow up the channel and do more awesome content like this for you guys, my wonderful viewers. Also, of course, share, like, subscribe if you aren't already subscribed, and then check out my Facebook, my Twitter, my Twitch, and of course my Imager account. You'll see some fantastic photos, some fantastic information and updates on there, and know when I'm going to be uploading some videos in the future or even streaming. So again, thank you for joining me here in the GKaiser Age. This is Lucian GKaiser signing out until the next Final Fantasy battle.